My next guest currently has 8 albums on the Billboard country charts, unheard of. He's one of the hottest recording artists in the business and is quickly living up to his legendary namesake. His latest album, I have a copy of it right here, is entitled Hank Williams Jr. High Notes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hank Williams Jr. Thank you very much for being here. Now, this let's just get some of this taken care of. 8 albums on the country charts. Has that not been done before? Now, how? I see.
Yes.
Over what period of time did you record these things and produce them and so forth?
Let's see. We recorded the first one in '77. This is '82. It's still on there.
Yeah. Now, I'm guessing that there's a pretty good dough in this, huh?
Fantastic day.
Yeah. Things weren't always fantastic for you, though, were they?
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Hank Williams Jr. That name gets you started real good in some ways, and it also closes the door in some other ways.
Now, we're talking how many years ago did you find that it was a start and also a hindrance?
I played my first show when I was 8 years old, recording for MGM at 14. And it was fun to be, for the little boy, you know, to be doing Hank Williams, but it was hell for the man. So, right about 20 and 21, that's
now, for people who may not know what you're talking about, when your dad died, who was a legendary musician, and people loved him so that actually, you were just called upon to kind of fill in, right?
Yeah, well.
At 8 years old.
You know, they wanted any part of him they could get back, and I didn't have music on my mind very much. I'd go out and do these shows. I wasn't too serious about it at 8. 14, 16, you know, did the MGM movie Your Cheating Heart. That was a gold album. And then after some marriages and divorces and things like that, then it got serious, you know, and started writing some of my own things.
Now, whose idea was it to put you out there on stage and start, you were essentially doing your dad's act, right?
Oh, it was my idea without a doubt. My mother, you know, I was on the road with her, but I couldn't wait to do it. I've got my 9-year-old boy on this tour. He can't wait. But I had a manager later on where it was exploited to the point of, like, Daddy's original band and make records with his voice over mine, and it got a little out of hand there.
Yeah. Do you have any resentment, or did you have any resentment at the time for your father's success when you were doing that?
Oh, no, not back then. You know, I had him on a pedestal. And then I've got a song called Family Tradition. You know, if I get stoned and sing all night long, that's a family tradition. And I would ask Ernest Tubb, what about it, Ernest? Well, yes, son, that's the way it was, yeah. And I started getting the truth from some of these guys, and that's when it all started for us.
You weren't always really well received when you were doing this, though, were you?
No. You start with Sweet Home Alabama at volume 20, you know, and they came to hear You're Cheating Hard, and there's 1,000 there, and 800 left, and 200 stayed, you know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even when you were doing your dad's act, that didn't satisfy people, did it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did then. Real good.
Yeah, but didn't you suffer some abuse?
Didn't satisfy this person.
Yeah.
Or they'd say, well, sing this song. And I said, well, I don't know that. Well, you little so-and-so your daddy would have.
Oh, I see.
So I said, well, what would Daddy have said? He would have said, kiss my butt. So that's where we took it from there.
So at how were you able to finally shed this and become your own performer?
Writing songs and doing shows and showing off. Opening for some people like Marshall Tucker Band, the Allman Brothers, Waylon Jennings, to another audience. That's what helped me with Johnny Cash, all my old rowdy friends.
Tell me about Falling Off a Mountain.
Well, we cut an album called Hank Jr. and Friends, Charlie Daniels, Toy Caldwell, and Chuck Leavell. That's the Marshall Tucker Band and the Allman Brothers, some of the hottest groups back then in '75. Things were opened up. We're going to start doing some shows. We were descending from about 10,800 feet on the Montana-Idaho border.
No, not you and the whole band.
No, just me and a rancher and his son. I went down this mountainside 470 or 80 feet, and from the back of the head and between the eyes, and This is all plastic. This is plastic. No gums, all of this, and 8 operations. And I thought singing is over, and never look at any ladies again. And really thought it was all over.
How long ago was all of that?
75.
Good heavens. Well, let's dispense with the funny stuff. We'll come back and talk about some real serious things with Hank Williams Jr. after you take a look at this. Thank you. Welcome back to the show. Hank Williams Jr. is seconds away from singing for us. Is this song on the album, sir?
No, this is from an album before this one.
Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, to sing a song from the album before this one, entitled A Country Boy Can Survive, Hank Williams Jr.
Preacher man says it's the end of time. Mississippi River is a-going dry. Interest is up and the stock market's down, and you only get mugged if you go downtown. I live out in the woods, you see. It's my woman, my kids, and dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a 4-wheel drive. Country boy can survive. Country boy can survive. I can plow a field all day long, catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. There ain't too many things these boys and girls can't do. We grow big old tomatoes, make a homemade wine, and a country boy can survive. Country folks will survive. 'Cause you can't stop us out and you can't make us run with him, old boy, right on the shotgun. We say grace, we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We came from the West Virginia coal mines, the Rocky Mountains, and the Montana skies. We can skin a buck, run a trot line. Country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I had a good friend in New York City. Never call me Bo Cephas, call me Hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his taught him to be a businessman. He used to send me pictures of the Broadway nights, and I'd send him some homemade wine. But he was killed by a dude with a switchblade knife. For $43, my friend lost his life. I'd love to spit some beach nut in that dude's eyes and shoot him with my old 45, 'cause a country boy can survive. Country boy can survive. Have some training. Oh, you can't stop us out and you can't make us run with them old boys. Have some training with some guns. We say grace, we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We're from North California and South Alabama. little towns all over this land. We can skin a buck, run a trot line, country boy can survive. Country girl gets me by, country folks can survive, country boy will survive.